It's late afternoon here at Bloomfield, and I think it's my favorite time to walk around out here. And of course, Simon's always with me. And I've got a huge audience of chickens back there that might come as well. But I just wanted to take you guys down through this field that I swear, I think it was terraced. And we were told also that this used to be the front of Bloomfield when it was built, which is kind of cool. We can't find any records of a road except for far away, but it was 15,000 acres, so it could be true. So let me show you where I am. Simon, what are you doing, sassy britches? There's the audience back there. And this is this beautiful field that is out in front of what was probably the original front of the house. That's the screen that I just put on the screen on that door. And that right there is the Victorian section that was added at 1900 that we just finished restoring. So some of the things that I love out here. First off is this stunning Victorian fencing. I absolutely love it. It is so intricate and beautiful, and it runs basically all the way down the front of the property. Even the old posts that it's connected to, I love it. It's hard to see on camera, but this little section of field looks like it was terraced, and it goes down in humps, which is it just adds such an amazing relief. But I think it was definitely man-made. Some of these trees are so old and so majestic. Another favorite part of all this are the wild daffodils. They're just gorgeous, and they're so fragrant. Here, have a smell. From here, you could really see how this used to be the front of the house at one time. The other thing I love is the outcroppings of limestone all through here. And look back at the house. It was a little sad for me to carve up the land, but I really wanted a horse in my backyard, so we had to put up the fencing. Oh, somebody knows it's dinner time. I don't have your foodies yet, Mr. D. I'm sorry, you're coming in for kisses. Oh, boop. You're such a ham. Goofball. I'll be back with dinner, I promise. We took out this log when we restored the front porch, and this is original to the house. It was old tongue and groove joinery, and it used to support the whole porch. Now we use it as a bench for the fire pit. This was a sweet old chicken coop. It's a little far from the house for me to want to put my chickens in it, with so many predators. See, that's how far the house is, but I love it. We're gonna make it something cute. Something else I love is this old well. It's not very deep, but we do have to cover it up. And that is the old crank, and the old line used to go down in there. And look at this, an old 1954 license plate. And of course, the beloved spring house is filled with water once again, and we'll soon have frogs in there. And I have never shown you guys this old crib barn that we have evidence that it may have started as a carriage barn. We are working on restoring it and re-supporting it. It's massive. This is the inside. And, everything takes time. So we've built false walls in here to re-support it. That's an old chaise that I have to redo, and that is sitting in here. A neighbor gave it to me, so sweet, and I promised her I would redo it. Old canning shelves that used to be in the basement are right there. We're going to come around the corner to one of my favorite things. Look at this old wheel and axle, and look, it looks like the tree has just melted right around it. So I made Rod, my husband, promise that we're not taking it out while the construction is done. I know, I'm crazy, but I really hate touching this kind of history. Now that we have a tractor, I am really excited to try to get this old stream going. I know it's really hard to see, but on all the old maps, this was a little creek bed that has been filled in over time. And we know that there are dozens of natural springs underneath, as you can tell by the water in the spring house. That is the level of the water table, which means the water is sitting that high underground here. So we think we can irrigate out and get that spring to work again. So we'll just add a little pump in it. It'll have a beginning and an end, and the water will just recirculate in itself. But at least we'll have a little running spring. This long bench was one of two that was on the front porch when we bought the house, but it's very uncomfortable and it takes up a lot of enjoyable room. So we plan to put it in the barn when we get it done. If you've been following me for any amount of time, you know that we just finished this barn and this one is next. This one is actually in better shape than this one started out like. We've started re-supporting it back here, and my husband is trying to do something really cool. This is the old tongue and groove joinery post, and he has made his own. So all of these old joints are going to go back into the holes of his new post to help support this barn. I mean, so cool. It was all held together with pegs. Another little tidbit that I love is that we decided to keep the old hinges off the old doors and reuse them on Mr. D's stall door. Up there, I put new ones because we added a new window up there, but I just love those old hinges. I know they don't match, but I think they're pretty cool. And this old coupling of some sort, I'm not sure what it was for, but yep, just gonna stay there. And the bell, she's not old, but I love her. The barn has just been an amazing addition, and I think we just started it this time last year. It's time to walk the garbage out. You know, I can't always be restoring things. I have to do my chores too. And one more thing that I love, I'm going to show you. One of the original pillars. I wish there was two. There must have been, because there's the new front of the house, if you will. But there must have been another one here, or however they had it working. You know, the driveway, just not sure. And up over here, Lucy referred to this old structure in her diary from 1865 as the milk house. This also could have been the summer kitchen, but it has long fallen down. I can find pictures of it all the way up until about 1990, and then it started to collapse. Sadly, it's millions to restore and way out of our pocketbook range. I'm glad you guys came on my walk with me. I try to walk around the grounds every night. I mean, we only have 6 acres, but I really love it here, and just thought I could take you with me. It's going to be a beautiful sunset, and I guess good night for now.